Welcome to Spode. I'm here today on the former factory site with Paul Holdway, who is going to give a demonstration on transfer printing techniques. And here Paul is applying the colour to the copper plate using a tool known as the Spode. That colour looks quite good now, Paul.
Yeah, I haven't really got enough out.
And this is being done on a hot plate, and you can see Paul is having to use a piece of leather to hold the copper plate as it's very hot. It's being applied with a scraper to make sure that the colour goes into every bit of the engraved surface. Next, Paul is using a tool known as the dabber, which is a wooden tool that forces the colour into the engraved surface. Make sure every nook and cranny is filled. The scraper tool now removes the majority of the excess colour. Now we go to the cold plate where scrim material removes the final traces of excess colour. On close inspection, it looks like almost no colour is on the plate. And now the thin tissue paper is applied with some soap size wash before being placed on the copper plate. And this looks like a very difficult process to ensure that it is pretty flat. Now it is run through the press, forwards, back, it is now returned to the hot plate, which dries the paper and also softens the colour. And now Paul attempts to peel the tissue from the copper plate to reveal if the printing has been successful, and as we can clearly see, it has. What an amazing process. Absolutely incredible.
There we go.
Well done, Paul.
There we go. One more.
Absolutely brilliant. So the tissue pull is now on a Lazy Susan type device where it can be trimmed, ready for application to the blank biscuit ware. Originally it would have been done with scissors, but this looks like a much neater tool for the job. You need to have a steady hand for this as well, by the look of it.
Entirely mustn't. No, it doesn't come. again. That's that bit. Separate the border from the centre. Centre it in the plate. This is a biscuit plate.
That looks quite difficult to find the centre.
It is for me. I'm lower to one side.
Looks pretty good to me. That sticks slightly
Yeah,
because of the colour.
the
onto
plate is porous.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
What are you applying there?
This
Paul?
is a more soft soap, but in a thicker form.
Yeah. You're pushing quite hard there.
Yeah, that's the centre down. And then the border. Need to cut through.
Now this looks like a very, very tricky,
This is where I'm
tricky moment.
So I'll put that.
So you're just tacking it round the very edge.
The outer edge, because the radius might not quite be exactly the same. So you tack it and then it'll crease down to the... Because the outer edge is a bigger radius than the inner.
Very skilled.
But being left-handed, I find it awkward.
So you've got where it seems to be a little bit too long. Have you got to cut?
No, you can double the print there. No,
Okay.
all right. No, because it's only the bottom layer that sticks.
So what's the substance you're rubbing on?
It's soft soap.
Soft soap again.
Yeah, but it wants more. I can just get it down.
Yeah. It looks like you are pressing very hard there.
Yes, I am. Yeah. And,
Instinctively, it would feel like you'd be wearing it off almost and you'd be scared of pushing too hard. But experience obviously tells you that you're not.
but then the final rub is with a bristle brush, or nylon or bristle. Yeah, this is nylon.
That looks quite aggressive, and it sounds
is,
quite
yeah.
aggressive.
But it is, yeah, well attached now. Traditionally, the paper would be fetched off under a running tap of water. We don't have any running water here, so we have to
Improvise.
improvise and soak it. And just takes a bit longer, but the result is similar.
Would they have had running water in 1820 in that period?
No.
Or just in a
A
bath
big
and trough or something?
a sink. No,
Yeah,
a sink.
sink.
Could have a sink.
Yeah.
Fetched from a well.
Hmm.
Pump.
Yeah.
Which would be I assume, the apprentice's job would be to fetch the water. And then fetch.
Ah, yes. You can just see it peeling off there.
So that layer is double at that moment, but it's missed pulling up a bit. Probably needs a bit more rubbing. Yeah, or if you just a trickle of water,
Just ease it off.
yeah, it's not fully down.
It's amazing to think this is exactly the same technique that has been used on a site since 1784, essentially. Isn't that right, Paul?
That's correct, yeah. I don't think this is going to pass the final selection, but still, we're not far.
It looks pretty good to me. That is incredible. You've obviously done this before. Once or twice.
I found the engraving easier than the transparent. That's it. That's that. Well, almost all that. That's it.
Fantastic. And here we have the 3 stages: the hand engraved copper plate, the tissue pull, and the product on biscuit before firing. And here we can see some of the wonderful wares produced at Spode using the technique that you have just seen.